We are production plant in Czech Republic. This is a small country in the middle of Europe here, very small neighbor of Germany. We produce about 1.5 million square meter of such kind of panels per year, which is round about 1,400 tracks of the products. We have 2 facilities, and the spruce is coming mostly from Czech Republic. Part of that, especially larch, is coming from Siberia. Our philosophy in the company is to join the humans, machines and customers, because we can't be successful if our people in the factory are not good. We can't be successful if we don't have a good machine, and we definitely can't be successful if we don't have customers. We are trying to find the right balance of that, and in our company works about 200 people. Now I have a short, just an image video, then you can see how much we love it, and then we will be more concretely about the products. You remember this machine. The CNC cutting is a base for all kinds of these products. We have 3 different machines, different sizes. Done. It's a short video. We are in the harmony with the nature. What does it mean? We are certified in Germany with the Nature Plus certified, which is the highest certified you can get an ecological way regarding all the production process, regarding all the waste in the production, regarding all the emissions, and wood itself is a very natural and sustainable resource. We are also certified in South Africa. Agrima certification is very important for the individual projects. Eco standard product is just more or less an image brand, but we are happy that we have got the Agrima certification after 2 or 3 years work with office in Pretoria. We basically produce 2 products. The first one is solid wood panels in the thickness from 16 to 20 to 60 millimeter, and the second part of our production is the building system. Shortly about these solid wood panels, we produce panels from spruce, like standard quality looks like this. It's the same surface as the building system. You can combine it. You can see the combination also here. The kitchen is made from the slim panels. The bearing system is done with the thick panels, but from design it fits together all of these thicknesses. Let's say step further. What we are different than the other, we are drying to 8%. It means what we are drying, the timber, the material coming in the factory. We have to dry so deep because in Europe we have some critical dry seasons, like a winter especially. The people in Austria, Switzerland, Germany, they eat in the house so much in the winter, and the climate in the house is extremely dry. And if you don't dry the timber such deep value, you get cracks on all the timber parts. Most of the product are dried only to 10 or 12%, which is relatively humidity inside at about 55%. But it's not certain. You can come with a measurement inside and you will find 25-30% relative humidity, which is by the timber like 4 or 5%. It's not healthy for the people, not healthy for the wood. Formaldehyde-free gluing, flexible in the format and the sizes. Just briefly information, this is the thicknesses. Another product, what we are proud about it, I don't have all samples here, but this is the old wood. timber, Altholz, and we use 3 kinds of lamellas from the timber. The first one, this is sunburn lamella, the surface. This one is from the interior or not exposed to the sun. And we can also do artificial Altholz with brushing of the new spruce pine. It's used very much in the restaurants, in the pubs, doing interior with that. This is the example of the brushing, light brushing, dark brushing. You can see it probably this one.
What is this one?
This is brushed and, how is it called, hooked or? Yeah,
some scripted.
Hammered, something like hammered, yeah.
And this
This is all wood.
okay.
The wood is approximately 50-70 years old. It's from the old construction of the farmer houses and from this area. And now more about the construction system. This is probably why you are here. We have basically 5 products. The first one is a Novatop solid for the wall. You can see it everywhere, all the walls which are visible even behind it. It's a Novatop solid. We have a slab element which is not used here because it's just 1-story building, and this slab is just made from the beams without any elements from us because nobody is living there and it's not important, footfall insulation and the other things. Next product is a panel for the roof, panel for the overhang. It's here outside, you can see that. It's easy to do the presentation here, everything is here. And the last product is a Novatop Acoustic, what I will be more focused during the presentation. Next video. Probably some interesting video from Belgium, what we can do with that extension in the city. It's a very short video. The advantage of the extensions using this product is quick assembling, lightweight. You can use existing foundation of the house, and you don't have to block the roads in the city for a long time because it could be assembled during 1-2 days. You can see also in the middle city it's possible to use the timber. And this is the animation, how does it work in reality. This is a standard construction site. The animation has an advantage because it's everywhere very clean around it. On the normal construction site it's not that clean. Outside walls with the prefabricated joints. Interior walls. We can also prepare the roots for electricity without any cladding. We can put in the element limestone to reduce the footfall sound or airborne sound.
Sorry, how's it limestone put into it?
Before the production is finished, we put the 6 plastic bags with the limestone in the element. From 40 to 100 kilo per square meter, depending on what type of building is it. If it's a commercial building, it's necessary to get the value below 50 decibel by the footfall. If it's just family house, it's a question of luxury what the people want to have.
Is it just an aggregate of limestone? Small
pieces, yeah. This is the last step, roof, and this is over. For such kind of building, needs the guys so fast, or the client so fast, like 2 days.
2 days.
Just to build the shell. Without insulation, without windows, without bathroom. This is also look inside with acoustic panel. Done. It's just depends on the client how much he want to keep visible in interior. It's partly clad in here, partly it's just whitewash, partly you can see the timber. Michal, the owner of this house, like timber, therefore is so much exposed timber in this house. Precise details. Advantage of this system regarding the frame system what we are using is high value of the prefabrication. But in the same way, it's a disadvantage for you because the people here likes to change the house during the construction, and that's not possible with this system. We really cannot. Even we can deliver a couple of boards extra, and you can cut it with a chainsaw. But I don't think it's the way what we are looking for. We spend more time with the project, more time with all the plans. And then is, as you have mentioned, the delivery time, and it's everything a little bit disadvantage for the client compared to your system here. But when I have seen how long it takes to build a house here, it's probably the advantage is coming after delivery because it's much quicker. Some details.
Can I ask, the floors, are they spruce as well?
Depend on the house. Here is not spruce. Here
Yeah.
is.
No, I'm just wondering
oak.
because spruce is quite soft.
It's quite soft. We are using spruce and if we are all of us without shoes here is no problem for the spruce. But running with ladies' shoes, it's not really comfortable for the spruce. Probably last video from the real assembling in the mountains. It's small auto. It was, Martin told me it was 10 days, 4 people,
Yeah.
the shell was done.
How much do those panels weigh?
500 kilo per cube. It means it depends which thickness is in and how many square meters. But definitely not possible to do it without the crane.
So the reach of the crane is your dictate.
Yeah. Don't have to be very heavy crane. It's possible to build it with a crane from the car, but at least 1-2 tons has to be able to bear the crane.
This is a strange question, but has anybody used Novatop in like grand designs? So we can see like a movie. You know what grand designs, the British TV show where they have people building their own houses?
No. We had a chance to do it here in South Africa, but it was too expensive for us. It was for the beginning all about the bearing system of the house, because my presentation in the next 10 minutes is focused to the acoustic. Is it okay for you? You want to know more about the bearing system of the house, about the slab, about the roof, about the wall? Okay? Just designed for the architects, yes?
So this is not sprung, this floor.
This
It's on a. It's got a underneath. You put a Novatop.
underneath of that, you can see that here in the hole, it's an insulation, and on the bottom of insulation is one Novatop board with a thickness 40 millimeter, and that is the bearing beam structure.
Thank you.
Disadvantage of this slab, it's very noisy below that, and also vibration. Be careful. Starting to me, be careful.
With the limestone chips, the sound transmission is brought down much lower.
Much lower, about 10 decibel, and especially in the area of the frequencies about 100 to 500 hertz. The high frequencies is no problem with the timber. The timber absorbs over 1000 hertz almost everything. But the critical point is from 100 to 500, really the bass tone. This is exactly what you can feel as the young people are running with the car and they have music in the car and you are on the you're outside on the street and you can just listen boom 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 because the soft shell of the car absorbs all the other sounds and you just hear the deep tones.
But with the floor going onto the joist, you don't put a neoprene or a rubber
It's everything here.
strip. Is there something that sits on?
Yeah,
so just
definitely. Otherwise, it will be much worse. Now about acoustic. First of all, I have prepared such unprofessional picture. How easy is absorption, the principles of acoustic. We have to produce some material with some holes, any kind of holes, rounds, lengths, and the noise is coming when I'm talking. Here you can see practically. It's coming in the space and then is lost. Here is the absorber, the insulation, and the sound is lost. He cannot find a way out. If you don't use this absorber, it can go again out. Lower quantity, but even it. But if you use the absorber, the sound is lost. And if you talk here and then you go here, and you can feel immediately the difference between these two rooms. This is some example. I will show you later a picture from the production. This is the sports hall. In the sports hall, you have to be very careful with acoustic boards because they need the ball resistance. You can shot with one ball 10 times in the same place, and the board has to survive. And that's our various profile what we have. I have just 3 samples here. Can be sample with wider openings. It can be sample with thinner openers and also unregular structure, which is better for the eyes. If you look on this profile, your eyes is going like this because it's too narrow. We have all the values of the absorption. They are approved in the laboratory.
you get a thermal insulation with that as well.
It's a thermal insulation behind this panel, but it's used as an acoustic insulation. It's a wooden fiber insulation, quite hard, but it works for the absorption. There are more other materials, but we want to combine timber with wood, timber with wood, fiber insulation. Very popular, especially in Switzerland. This is still the Holz acoustic panels. Now the development of this product is even micro holes, and you can print that, you can do whatever, and even it works the acoustic effect, because if you have 10 small holes in 1 square centimeter, is the same as you have one big hole with a higher span. This is very special profile, based on that we can cut off a big piece of the timber and put their absorption material in the color and form based on the client expectation or of your design. This is the standard sizes of the panel. We normally use this one, 625 millimeter is 2.5 meter, because you can handle it. The assembling of this panel is not easy because you have to handle it on the top of your head, and it's not so easy to use a bigger size. All the other profiles. This is the curve of the absorption. The value is called alpha, and it means how many percent is absorbed and how much stay in the room coming back. This is the ball test. It's very funny. The certification guy is coming with a gun, and he has the balls in the gun, and he has to shoot really 10 balls in the same place to be sure that it survived. We have to try all the balls and all the things what are used in the sports halls, and only one thing was not good for it was a puck for ice hockey. This is the assembling. This is the screws used for that. Many times on the side, it's important to cut the panels to the size, or to cut the openings for the lights, and therefore it's necessary to fill the spaces with additional material, otherwise will be destroyed. Some references. Concert hall. School. Show house of the cars. Church. That's all what I can show you about the acoustic and about the Novatop. Half an hour is away. What I have for you. This is another references from Norwegian. What we are bringing here, it's not only the product, important for the architects especially, is the technical construction and static solutions. It's Luca sitting here. He has the next presentation after me, and he will show you what he needs of you as architects to be able to do the really good construction solution, to do the calculation, and to guarantee that the house will work from the production to the client. We have a very good homepage with all technical data. We have dimensional software. We have Novatop design homepage where you can find all the references, and Novatop for you, it's for free for the iPads and Android tablets to download, where you can find all the videos, all the products. It's offline. It's a big advantage because you don't have to wait for internet with homepage. That's basically all. I will be ready to answer the question more about the construction system after you will finish.